This video is going to be about the Awaken 7 workbook, day 2. If you missed day 1, I will link it somewhere in here for you to check out first, and then you want to come back here and watch day 2. So for those of you that don't know me or new to my channel, my name is Rachel Graham. I'm a registered nurse. I work in acute inpatient dialysis. About 7 years ago, I quit drinking alcohol, and it totally radically changed my life for the better. I thought that quitting drinking alcohol would just, like, the initial step of quitting drinking would be like the hardest part, but of course it wasn't. It was like all the space that was created and all of the time that I had as a result of not drinking anymore really was the most challenging part to navigate, because I was filling a lot of my time with either drinking or being hungover, and I didn't really realize how much time I was actually spending in those spaces. So yeah, since I got sober, I've done so many things. Like, I went back to school to become a nurse. I became a first-time mom. I rebuilt my health. I found faith and started walking with Jesus. I have done so many amazing things, and I started singing on stage. Like, so many amazing things has happened, and it isn't just the things that happened. It was how my mind and my experience of life has changed for the better since I quit drinking alcohol. Without that as a foundation, I don't know if any of the other things would have happened, because I don't know if I would have been receptive to those other things happening. So I created the Awaken 7 because I know how strange and uncomfortable it can be when you initially quit drinking, especially if it's something that you've been doing for like your whole life. So it is a very beautiful thing when you start to rebuild and become the person that you were created to be. And if you're not Christian, if you're not religious, don't stray away, because this is not just for sober people. This is not just for sober curious people, and this is definitely not just for religious people. This isn't about perfection. This is just about becoming a better version of yourself, and this workbook is a tool. So let's hop into it. Day 2, what do awake people do? So discover how curiosity can begin replacing the space alcohol once occupied. And I will be referring to my laptop here. So suddenly there's so much time. There's no hangovers, no recovery days, no bars, no parties, no drinking. There's just time, endless time. So what I'm asking you to do with this day is to become curious again. So I have a list in the workbook, and if you would like a hard copy of this workbook, you can click the link in the description below, and then you can get a PDF, and then you can print it. And I would highly recommend that, because then you can take a real pen or a pencil and you can write things down, which is the best way to create a mind body connection, and it really helps solidify things for you. You can kind of talk all you want, but until you literally write stuff down, it doesn't necessarily, the pathway is not complete, in my opinion. So in the workbook, I have some check boxes, and it says check 3 things that spark your curiosity. And here's just a couple of them: hiking, strength training, yoga, reading, gardening, painting, going to see live music, learning an instrument, etc. So I just want you to check 3 boxes. So the action step for today is do one thing this week you've never done before, even if it's small. So check out a new coffee shop, walk a different trail, drive a different way to get home. It doesn't have to be crazy. It's just a little bit something a little bit different and out of the ordinary for you. So now in every day of the Awaken 7, I have a reflection page, okay? So there's 7 days. Day 2's reflection page is what activities sparked my curiosity today. So out of the list that I created for you and the boxes that you checked, and you can always add your own if you didn't resonate with any of the ones I chose, for sure add your own. And I want to know, what about those activities sparked your curiosity? Like, dive deep. Second question: if time and money were not obstacles, what would I love to experience this year? Time and money weren't obstacles. But you know what? I want you to think outside of the box, because we're all in just a matrix, and whether you work full-time, part-time, whether you work for somebody else or yourself, there's obligations that we have as adults. There's things we can't escape. However, the bigger that you think, I firmly believe, the bigger your life and your potential will become. So that's all I have for day 2. Tune in for day 3, and I will see you in the next one.